Oh, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of Cobra Strikes Back. We're going to be talking about a couple things, and I'm going to show you some videos that might upset you, that might piss you off, and some of them might even make you laugh. That's my goal. But first, I want to introduce you to somebody that is really close to my heart. No, it's not my wife. She won't even get on camera. I say, Jamie, why don't you come out and join me and show everybody who you are? Because I'm proud of my wife. You know, every man should be proud of his wife, especially if they treat you as well as my wife treats me. She takes good care of me, guys. All right, but first off, here's who I want to introduce you to. This little girl, yeah, she's a girl. This is Winnie. Winnie the Wiener. Yes. Isn't she cute? She's like, who are you talking to, Dad? I'm talking to YouTube. Look over there. Look over there. Say hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Fold your ear down. You're not supposed to have your ears flipped up like that. You're a lady. You're a lady. All right, well, I wanted to tell you the story about Winnie the Wiener here. And she's going on 2 years old. And, you need a breath mint. My wife always wanted a wiener dog. So, I met a guy at work that had some baby wieners for sale. He was selling his little baby wiener. And so I said, you know what? We'll take a female. Because my wife wanted a female wiener dog. Okay? And so I surprised her with her. And she was so happy to have her. She says, oh, she's such a cute little baby girl. And then, all of a sudden, she chose me. She's Daddy's wiener girl. So, I'm a happy man with 2 wieners. Ain't that right? I got 2 wieners. But that's Winnie the Wiener. Yep. And she's a cute little girl, and she goes out to the construction site with me, and she helps me build the house. That's right. She watches me. She makes sure that I'm stay on task, right? Ain't that right? All right, well, let's put my wiener down. Don't touch my wiener. Alrighty, guys. Well, a lot has changed since the last episode. We got a new presidential... Oh my god. I can't even say it without laughing, man. Okay, let's try it. So Kamala is taking Biden's place. And I have to tell you, they pushed the poor man out. I almost feel sorry for Joe. I do. I read an article, and I tried to find it, and I'll try one more time before I post this video, so it might be up in this area somewhere. But I saw this document that was the image that was sent to his Twitter page, or whatever page it was. I'm not a social media giant, you know. I don't even have a Facebook, okay? And the document showed Joe's signature, the one that said that he was dropping out of the presidential race. And the signature did not match any other signature that he has been known to sign. I know it could be his dementia giving him a problem, but it starts to hint on the fact that Pelosi, the ex-president Hillary Clinton, because we all know who was running the office then, you know. It wasn't Bill. But Hillary and some other key liberal nuts, they forced Joe out. Because the night before that letter was posted and he supposedly dropped out, he went on saying, I'm in it till the end. I'm not dropping out. I'm going to win this thing. That was a joke in itself, and we all laughed at it and stuff, you know. But then all of a sudden, the next day, he's dropping out. I'm sure it's got a lot of conspiracy nuts going on, but the conspiracies are true. He was pushed out. And then this clown comes in, and you all know the clown picture. Now Brenda's coming in, and she's wanting to run for president. She's been officially running for a month now. She hasn't said a goddamn thing. She hasn't done a goddamn thing, except stealing all of Trump's ideas. She's now wanting no taxes on tips. She's now wanting to close the border. What's next? She's going to backpedal and say no abortions for all of the irresponsible people? We shall see what's next, because she's supposed to go in for an interview. I'm sure they're going to treat her with baby gloves. You know, a lot of cuts, edits, redos, retakes. Someone whispering in her ear, you shouldn't have said that. Let's go back. Say something else. Okay? They would never in a million years give Trump that opportunity to backpedal, because you know why? Because Trump doesn't backpedal. He says what he means, and he does what he says. And that's why I love Trump. Speaking of loving Trump, let's take a look at this video here. Okay? He does something amazing. I'm going to show you the clip, and then I'm going to respond to it. Here it is.
It is very hot here, I noticed. It's very hot. And a lot of the people waited for days to get here, so I understand it. Take your time, doctor. Take your time. Thank you.
All right, so this man, this is a video of his first outdoor rally since the Democrats tried to assassinate him. And a lady faints kind of off to his
Take
left
your time, please.
and behind him. Lady faints. The man stops his speech, and he goes over to that lady to make sure she's okay. He hugs her.
We don't lose the front row, Joes.
Imagine
I don't know what they have going.
Being at a rally,
they have something going here,
the
Governor.
Future president, and passing out, and then being woke up and being hugged by the man. What an inspirational bit of footage that is. I can't speak more greatly of Trump. This video does it all. He steps out from behind the bulletproof barrier that they placed in front of him to protect him from his assassins, and yet he steps out from it to go check on that lady. For all he knows, that could have been a ploy to get him to step out. But fortunately, it wasn't. And he did a heroic thing. He cares about Americans. Harris would have probably turned around and said, "Would you shut up and stop stealing my show?" Comment if I'm wrong. Alrighty guys, we're going to bring up another video here. Let me see what we're going to bring up. I'm kind of anxious to see what I have for you. Alrighty guys, this next video is Trump, and he talks about the way Kamala speaks. And it's so true, okay? They cannot argue with what he's saying here because it's 100% true. Let's put it up on the screen and you see for yourself.
She speaks in rhyme. It's weird. It's weird. But she has bad moments. And
in rhyme? What do you...
Well, the way she talks, the bus will go here and then the bus will go there because that's what buses do. And it's weird. The whole thing is weird. This is not a president of the United States future.
Who doesn't love a yellow school bus, right? Can you raise your hand if you love a yellow school bus, right? The bus has Wi-Fi and even USB outlets next to every seat. I mean, come on, imagine. You can charge your phone on your way home from work. That's good stuff.
Who the hell is she talking about? Is she talking about kids? Because it starts off with a yellow school bus. And you know what? There's USB ports right next to every seat. So you can charge your phone on your way home from work. Immediately after talking about yellow school buses. See, Kamala slips. She says a lot of things that she thinks. And she says the quiet part out loud. So in her mind, children work. And they need to charge their phones on the way home from work. And people vote or claiming that they're going to vote for this lady. I think Kamala is so happy about those yellow school buses because she rode one that was not that big. Comment down below if you disagree. Alright guys, we're going to go right into another Trump video. What Trump is saying in this next video is one of the many, 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 many lies that the Democrats have told the American public to make themselves look like they're doing the best job. Okay? And this is absolutely disgusting to have these lies uncovered. Okay? And this information was leaked from a Democrat whistleblower. They knew the facts, they leaked it out so the Americans could see exactly what those Democrats are lying about. And this alone should disqualify her or Creepy Joe from ever running for another office again.
I want to address the massive scandal around the revised job numbers that were just announced. It really isn't a revision, it's a total lie. Total lie. There's never been any revision like this. They wanted it to come out after the election, but somehow it got leaked. It got leaked. Government leaks too. The Harris-Biden administration has been caught fraudulently manipulating job statistics to hide the true extent of the economic ruin that they've inflicted on America. The new data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that the administration padded the numbers with an extra, listen to this one, 818,000 jobs that don't exist. So they said they existed.
You heard it right there. And this is fact-checked, okay? This is actual fact now, okay? This is not just something the Democrats can say, oh, Trump made this up. It's fact. The Democrats fluffed up the numbers of jobs created during their reign of terror upon America, okay? By over 800,000 jobs. Those jobs don't exist. So that drops their record way down. Okay, or their overinflated accomplishments. Because we all know they did absolutely jack shit in the 4 years. And the thing that Kamala says is, day one, I'm going to do this. Well, day one was almost 4 goddamn years ago. Why hasn't she done it since then? And I'm going to tell you why. Because it'll never happen. They say that they are for the black people. The black people only matter once every 4 years. I think it was Tom McDonald. I don't listen to a lot of his music, but he sings a song called Snowflake. And it lays it out right there, exactly what's wrong with our country. If you haven't heard that song, I suggest you go listen to it because it speaks the truth. The music may not be your style, but the lyrics are dead on. Black people only matter to the Democrats every 4 years. And then once the election is over with, they no longer give a shit about the blacks or any other, whites, browns, purples, whatever. They don't give a shit about Americans. They just pander to everyone's hopes and dreams, and then they shit on them. And I'm sorry, I'm a little more frustrated in this video than I usually am. I'm usually having a good old time laughing and joking and cracking wise. But you know what? It's time to get serious. And I'm just showing you these videos to kind of show you the progression of evil that is happening in our country. Because Democrats lie. And I'm not saying that all Republicans are, godly. Because politicians are corrupt in general. But if you lay out all the lies, the Democrats have definitely done more damage to our country with lies. Another lie is the lies that they told the immigrants, the illegal aliens. You know what? Let's stop using immigrants. That's something that the Democrats wanted to change. They're not illegal. They're undocumented. No, they crossed our border illegally. They're criminals. They're illegal aliens. And that rolls us right into the next video I want to show you guys. This is absolutely disgusting, okay? These so-called immigrants that are running from the oppression and the danger in their own country. As Kamala would say, I think she has a very nasally voice. They are peace-loving people that we're bringing in to help vote for us. We're rushing their immigration status. We're making them citizens so they can vote for us. She starts cackling. I just think of the Wicked Witch of the West, man. In fact, BAM! That says it all, doesn't it? I don't know, man. I think my cousin sent me that there. Maybe it might have been my friend at work, but I just had to throw it up there. BAM! Throw it up again! It's just too funny to let go. But anyway, the damage that these immigrants are doing. I don't know if you heard about it. In Denver, Colorado, I believe it's Denver, there's this full apartment complexes. Oh, by the way, numerous gun shops have been broken into and robbed, cleaned out. Firearms stolen like crazy. And then all of a sudden, this Venezuelan gang invades this apartment complex and takes it over. They have guns. They're carrying guns around in broad daylight in Denver. Okay? One of our anti-gun states, liberal-ran states, they are walking around this apartment complex with firearms in their hands, and the government isn't doing jack shit. At one point, Americans have got to take up their own arms and fight against these illegals, these illegal invaders that have absolutely invaded our country and is trying to take over. They're not here for the American dream. They're dreaming Venezuelan dreams. Okay? Here's the video.
They're pouring in, and many of them are the worst people in those countries, and their crime rates are going way down. In Venezuela, their crime rate has gone plummeted because they're sending their killers. And if you saw that skit today, it was a skit. I thought it was, well, I've seen it all. I guess I didn't really think too much about it other than how bad it is. In Venezuela, did you see the gang of Venezuelans today? They took over a building. They literally took over the building, walked in with machine guns, gang members from Venezuela. You haven't seen even the beginning of this migrant crime. We're going to have a migrant crime. And just remember, you know, they have a hat. It said Trump was right about everything. And I have to say, I pretty much was right about everything. You're going to see, unfortunately.
All right, guys. So that's not arrogant at all. Trump is just reiterating the fact that he was right. Trump has been right about almost everything he said. Okay? Biden takes office. Inflation's going to skyrocket. The borders are going to swing wide open. The illegal alien crimes are going to skyrocket in our country. People have been raped, murdered, children molested. Buildings are taken over. They're stealing all over the liberal states. And the governments aren't doing jack shit about it. Okay? Trump was right. It's happening. So anybody that is watching this video or has friends that are going to vote for Kamala, start showing them some of these videos. Hey, send them a link to my video. I'll tell them how it is. I won't pull any punches because you know what? This is still America. And I'm still going to voice my opinion, whether it pisses people off or not. Because we're going to speak the truth and we're not going to pull back any punches. That's why my page, or that's why my channel is called Cobra Strikes Back. Because I'm not pulling any punches. Still on the subject of illegal aliens. Here's another video coming out of New York. Okay? And as all of you know, New York is giving them debit cards. Okay? And those debit cards have like $1,500 a month that's loaded on it. Okay? They're given free food. They're given shelter. They're given clothing. They're given medical. I work a damn good job, people. And I cannot afford medical coverage. Okay? Because the medical coverage would cost me about $20,000 in 1 year before that medical coverage even starts to cover medical costs. because of sheriff costs, deductibles, all that. I would have to go to the doctor $20,000 worth of doctor visits before that medical coverage even starts. So I don't have medical coverage. I pay everything out of pocket if I have to go to the doctor, because it's less than what I would have to pay with insurance. So why put out that money? Okay? And that's what pisses me off, and that's what pisses a lot of Americans off, is that these illegal aliens are given medical coverage. They're given free medical. When veterans can go to the VA, but they can't go to the VA for food. They're homeless. They're sleeping out on the streets. There's homeless people that can't get medical coverage. They can't get free food because all the illegals are taking up all the resources. If you don't believe me, go research the information yourself. And that comes to another video that I'm going to show you. And this has to do with a black lady. And I almost want to cry for her because I know the pain.
I need this message to go out to our vice president who's running for president. I have heard all over social media about, excuse me if I say anything wrong, immigrants getting loans, money. It was hard for me to believe. It was just extremely hard for me to believe. I've been in business such a long time. Back in 2019, I purchased my first food truck. It cost me over $25,000. I paid it cash money. I worked hard to pay for this truck. I'm now selling it because I'm doing other things, but I'm selling it. I had a guy come to look at purchasing my vehicle, or my food truck, and he explained to me he's an illegal immigrant. He has no credit. He has no money in the bank. But he showed me his paperwork that he will receive funds to purchase my food truck. I'm thankful that he's buying it, but I'm hurt that I worked so hard to pay cash for my food truck. I have good credit, can't even get a business loan. I have veterans in my family. I'm a veteran. I've been self-employed for so long. But somebody, please tell me, how do I work so hard to have somebody who comes to this country, not long, no credit, and he shows me paperwork where they'll be funding him money to buy my food truck?
This illegal alien comes to buy her food truck, and she's like, no, I need cash. I need money. And he says, oh, I got money. And he shows a piece of paper from the federal government promising the money to buy that food truck. If they're not allowed to work, how the hell are they allowed to run a damn business? Okay? That's the problem here. Try not to cry. Isn't that just disturbing? The pain in her eyes, okay? And the reason why I feel that deeply in my heart as well, because back in 08, 09, I opened up my own company, my own security company. And I had an old beat up GMC Safari pickup with 220,000 miles on it. And I had just enough money to get me my licensing and my liability insurance. And I had $1,000 in my bank account to start my company. I started at the very bottom and I worked my way up. Where the hell was my free check? Where was this lady's free check? So we have to think of Americans first. These illegals need to be out of here. They need to be all taken back. We can't deal with them. We don't want them. Nobody I know wants them. This is a video of immigrants going to court.
At the shelter, the food, my kids cannot eat the food at the shelter. And they give us 2 months to stay at the shelter, and then you have to go out again with your luggages and the kids and find another place. It's very difficult.
In listening to everybody speak and making demands on New York City to do more.
This lady.
More. How much more are we supposed to do? This system is so overworked and overburdened. We don't have the resources that you need to get what you need. I mean, your testimonies move me tremendously. I don't want to see anybody mistreated in any sort of way. But I have to ask you, what motivated you to come here thinking the streets are paved with gold? They're not. They're absolutely not. And you're living through that.
The Democrats did. They promised a free ride. That's why they came in swarms of thousands and thousands. Because they were promised streets were paved with gold. And now they're realizing they're not. So, free tickets home. You know what? I'll buy 10 myself. I can't afford it, but I'll scrape up 10 tickets to send them home anywhere in this world. I will. Maybe that's enough for a family or two. I don't know, man. Am I just an asshole, or am I speaking the truth? Look at my iced tea. Sweating. It's sweating so much. It's sweating like a Democrat on election night. Oh man, I'm starting to sweat too. Well, this video's already 20 minutes or so, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm sorry we didn't laugh as much as we usually do, but, you know, it's just important to get these facts out and to encourage everybody to share them with their friends and family, especially their left-leaning friends, because we truly have to prevent the Democrats from winning. And their whole goal is to rush citizenship for all of these illegal aliens so that they can have millions of voters that are going to vote for them. Because if you're given free money, free food, and all that stuff, why the hell would you vote for anybody else? And that's what they're hoping on. Fortunately, we have people in place that are going to run some checks and balances and hopefully prevent too many from getting citizenship before the election. I'm afraid to say if Kamala wins, our country is going to hell even worse than it already has. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up right there. I'm going to go back in the house. I'm going to start editing and getting stuff ready for you. This video should have posted Saturday morning. So I hope you enjoyed it. Share, share, share. Give us big old thumbs up. comment to get this content up in the algorithm, because I'm already battling YouTube's algorithm because they know I'm against liberals and their friends. So we got to keep that algorithm going. Thumbs up. All right, guys, stay safe, stay free, stay American. And if anybody from Venezuelan or any other country of illegal immigrants or aliens, see, they've even started brainwashing me. If they come and invade your house or your apartment complex, you're justified to stop that threat. And you know what I mean. Till next time, guys, we're out of here.